Hello everyone, today I'm going to be talking about self-disclosure, which is basically the act of intentionally sharing true information about yourself to someone who didn't already know it. It sounds simple, but it's something we constantly do in relationships, and how we do it matters. I'll be explaining, applying, and transferring this concept today. So first, let's explain what makes something count as self-disclosure. It has to be intentional. If you accidentally let something slip, that's actually called verbal leakage, not self-disclosure. It has to be something you genuinely believe is true about yourself. Self-disclosure has two levels, breadth and depth. Breadth is about how many different topics you share with someone. Depth is about how personal and intimate those topics are. Like with your best friend, you probably have both. You talk about everything and you go deep. With a coworker, you maybe chat about a few things, but you keep it pretty surface level. One more thing that I have to add is that self-disclosure is usually reciprocal. When you open up to someone, they tend to open up back. That's the norm of reciprocity. Finally, how much we disclose is shaped by our gender and culture. Research shows that women tend to share more on average than men, and people from certain cultures are more private and only disclose things within close family and romantic relationships. Now I'll be applying this to a personal experience of mine. There was a time when I was going through something really tough personally. My partner and me at the time were having a lot of problems, and I hadn't shared that with anyone or any specifics about what I was going through or how I was feeling. I made this decision to finally open up about it to one of my friends that I trusted. What made that moment count as self-disclosure was that I chose to share it. It wasn't something that just came out. I genuinely believed what I was telling her, and it was information that she didn't already know about me. In terms of breadth and depth, this was definitely a deep disclosure, and it was not small talk. It was something vulnerable and personal. I shared it with someone that I felt safe with, which is exactly what the concept predicts. We tend to go deeper with people we trust and feel close to. Why and how this concept worked. Looking back at the experience and applying it to the concept of self-disclosure, I can see the benefits of it. First, it strengthened my relationship with my friend. Opening up to that friend brought us closer, which lines up the idea that self-disclosure builds trust. Second, I felt a huge sense of emotional release, like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders. Holding something heavy inside creates stress, and actually saying it out loud to someone that you genuinely trust helps. Third, I shared the other person started to open up as well about a similar situation. That's the process of reciprocity. It created a two-way moment of honesty that made the relationship feel real and connected. Now, transferring this to a different setting. This concept doesn't just apply to personal relationship. It shows up at work and at school as well. Think about telling your professor you're struggling in their class, or letting a manager know you're dealing with something that is affecting your performance at work. This takes strength and courage, but done right, it can lead to more support and understanding. The key is being thoughtful about it. Self-disclosure carries risk too. Some might react negatively. It could make them uncomfortable, or you could accidentally share something that hurts someone else. So, it's not about oversharing, it's about knowing your audience, choosing the right moment, and being mindful of how deep you go depending on the relationship. So, in conclusion, self-disclosure is something we all do, but understanding it helps us do it better. Being intentional about what we share, with who, and how deep we go can genuinely improve our relationship and reduce stress and help us connect with others in a more meaningful way. Thank you everyone for listening.